This is a meditation on dependent origination, the 12-link chain of the cycle of suffering. And in this version, I'm going to introduce the transcendental side of dependent origination, which essentially means the reverse path to liberation or nibbana, starting from suffering, leading to wisdom. So, getting comfortable, taking your seat, or however you position yourself. Sometimes I like to rock side to side, back and forth, just to find my alignment. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable, if not, with a gaze downwards, keeping the eyes soft. So taking a deep breath in, filling the lungs completely and holding, just feeling the oxygen permeate the body, and then releasing very slowly the breath, releasing the mind, releasing the body from any tension. Taking a deep breath in again, feel the chest expanding, the oxygen filling the lungs. Breathe in fully, and then slowly allow your breath to release back into the atmosphere, back into the air. And again, releasing any tension in the mind, in the body. And then once again, breathing fully in, feeling the lungs, chest expanding, oxygen permeating the body through the lungs. Holding it for a second, just really deeply with the lungs expanded, and then again slowly releasing the breath, allowing yourself to settle here, allowing awareness to settle, releasing the tension in the mind and body. And then just simply letting the body breathe itself. Feeling the simplicity of just being here right now. Just noticing your body in space. Field of awareness around you. Perhaps you're hearing sounds. There could be thoughts. Just noticing. Feeling that grounding energy of the earth through the parts of you that are touching the earth. Just letting the earth do all of the work of holding you up. So in our own presence here, we're going to bring to mind a mildly difficult experience. Something that you can work with. It's within your window of tolerance. Something mild, like a worry that lingers or lingered. Something that maybe when you bring to mind brings a tightening in the chest. Just gently letting this be present. Noticing where it's felt in the body and the tone that it might have. So this is where we begin, at the end of the chain. This place where there's an unmistakable sense of unsatisfactoriness. Just staying with that felt truth. Knowing, of course, that the wound is the place where the light enters, as Rumi said. So notice how this suffering or feeling of unsatisfactoriness feels personal. There's a sense of being the one who's affected. This is happening to me. This defines something about me, has a characteristic, a sense of self attached. This experience as a felt identity. This is the birth of me in the moment. So then noticing the state you're in, so it could be a role or a mood, a stance toward life. This is actively ongoing, changing. This experience of being shaped into a stance of existence. Feeling how the mind is being someone. Then noticing where this experience is being held. Perhaps it's a story being repeated, a feeling being defended, a position being protected. Noticing this tightness of holding on, kind of contraction to attachment. Not wrong, just effortful. And just letting your awareness rest there kindly. And then feeling that subtle leaning toward wanting relief, reassurance, certainty, wanting it to be different. Like a subtle thirst, a ripple, underlying experience. It's not loud, it's very soft. Just letting yourself feel that leaning. And noticing that craving is not demanding action, but just asking to be seen. Now noticing the feeling tone that surrounds this leaning. Pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. Just this simple flavor of experience. And staying with this quietly. The space begins here. By noticing the feeling tone. As Viktor Frankl told us, between stimulus and response, there is a space. So in this space, now noticing the moment of contact. This is where sound meets hearing. Thought meets awareness. Sensation meets the body. Just allowing yourself to feel those moments of contact. Letting it be simple. And through these moments of contact, feeling the openness of the senses, these open doors to experience. Hearing, touching, seeing, thinking, the doors of the senses opening to possibility. Allowing experience to enter gently, continuously. Now noticing how experience becomes recognizable, describable, organized. We have names and forms. A body here. A mind here. A moment taking shape. Not solid, but convincingly formed. Noticing our consciousness as awareness settling on something. Just this. Or this. Simply knowing experience as it happens. noticing what's familiar here. These patterns or sankhara, how the mind usually responds, and what it prepares next, where it goes, where it's used to going. Notice if you're familiar with this. And just feeling how gentle this recognition is. No judgment here. So in this space, as you recognize this conditioning, just noticing what changes when understanding is present. Clear seeing, this gentle recognition and noticing where the mind goes, that familiarity. The fog fades when we see. There's less confusion, less compulsion, less momentum. And as we let our awareness widen, we can see the entire chain, how suffering begins, how it unfolds and how it loosens naturally when we see clearly. When we weaken those chains of conditioning, those patterns that lead us down, that lead us away. That lead us away from clarity. So nothing to attain and nothing to let go. Freedom comes from just being here now. When this is, that is. When this ceases, that ceases. Resting here. Breathing. Present. Unburdened. That moment of clear seeing is the moment of the end of suffering. And that moment is always available. Slowly coming back from the meditation, free and clear knowing, wisdom follows you now back into the day. Again, sensing your breathing, perhaps bowing your head slowly, blinking your eyes open. I thank you for your presence.